Have you ever wanted to build a build that will end you up in the bottom 3 of LEGO Masters? Well, look no further because you have come to the right place. To start, build some sort of foundation. I've created a 16 by 16 because we're going to build a relatively small tower. Then we'll want to tile off the outside edges of the tower. It's best to use as large of tiles as possible so you have minimal grooves in which the tower can catch. Next, we want to build up our central column. And to do this, I want something relatively thick made out of basic bricks. We'll also tile off the outside edge of this. Next, locate your collection of tires. Depending on the size of your tower, you'll want at least 8 tires, and they should be equally flexible. Put these around that central base. We'll need to create some sort of frame to hold the tires in place. This one I've made out of all sorts of yellow plates. This helps keep the tires from shifting around the tower and also keeps them from coming out. The frame should have a little bit of give so that the tower can bobble around, hitting up against the tires and absorbing some of the shock of an earthquake. Next, we want to hold this in place by putting plates on top. They should overlap the central tiled off section. We'll tile off the inner wall of these yellow plates. Next, we want to make sure that this yellow part doesn't fly off. So we're going to create a stopper above it. We'll build up that central core, and then place some sort of structure on top. Again, it should only slightly overlap the tiles, so there's still room for the base to move around underneath. This prevents everything from coming apart, and we can actually hold it upside down. Now that our thing is secured in all directions, let's create the platform on which we can build our actual tower. For this, I've just created a simple frame that goes around the outside of the red stopper. This still allows everything to move, and then we're going to plate this off, and those plates rest on the red tiles. From these plates is where you can start building up your tower. I'm not going to build a tower, but Darth Revan will demonstrate. This base is ultimately pretty effective. The rubber tires absorb a lot of the shock that's caused by the shaking and make the wobble up top a lot less than that on the bottom. And that's it. That's how Jacob and I created a shock-absorbing tower for LEGO Masters.